When I came across this game, it looked like a very fun time to me. But before I even knew it, I wanted to come across every feature and played over 30 hours of it. In Deadly Days road trip, you get to fight a big amount of zombies that will make it harder for you to scavenge cars to fuel the bus. Surviving this is the hard part since it depends on a few things: your chosen route, your evasion skills and the stuff you find for your backpack. Whilst you're working towards your goal of fighting the boss zombie, you will come across some amazing stuff, and that's what I want to show you. The place it all starts in is the relaxing safe zone where you get to start your run. And from there on out, if you want to start the game, you need to choose a route you're going on. I like the variables you get there. On the screen you can choose your map size and you can choose what your chances are whether to find loot or fuel. One thing I love about those variables is that you can see whether the map, the run, is gonna be difficult or not. Further on the map there are some events I absolutely adore because they will change the gameplay up. I especially love the event where you get 50% more XP from the zombies. And then when you go in, whatever the special event or whatever the gameplay is, it's something I can never get bored of. Specifically, the beginning of the levels is one of my favorite parts because you can just run a bit without anything trying to devour your brains. The key important thing in this kind of game is that you need to stay on the move. And with that you encounter a lot of lootable vehicles and trash cans. Inside the stuff you can find loot bags, fuel and bolts and bits. However, not everything contains a loot bag. So for one instance you can find a loot bag and no fuel, or you can find fuel and no loot bag. But bolts and bits are almost in every single lootable source. It makes you want to loot every single thing on the map or just one more when there isn't enough of it. One of the features that makes this game special is the backpack. Whenever you collect a loot bag, you will get an item that will end up in the backpack. I love that it makes it difficult for you how you need to divide the backpack and that you need to choose whether what item you want to use or not. The biggest hurdle for the backpack I find are the broken items you get from the lootable sources. You can fix them with the bits and balls you collect, but you often have too little for all the things you want to fix. Or you're just a loot goblin and spend way too much time on looting. To get even more bits and balls, you can also sell the stuff you don't need and the stuff you have to repair but don't have enough money for. However, as you can imagine, if you sell the stuff you want to repair, you don't gain a lot from it except a few bolts. You can also immediately get stuff that's not broken, because the moment you shoot zombies you get XP, and when you get enough XP and level up, a loot box will be dropped from the sky. And then you can choose from a few items to place directly in your backpack or store them in your inventory. One more thing I love about the backpack is that the items you get all have a different rarity. So if you get the same item of the same rarity, you can upgrade their rarity by combining the items. The backpack is cool and all, but the main thing that attracted me to the game are the zombies. How they slowly surround you, how they come from everywhere, how they make it harder and harder for you to survive, that you can round them up to shoot them down, and how they get tougher and tougher to kill. Above that, the XP they drop is the main key for your survival. And the zombies make it pretty tough to kill them, because next to the common zombies there are a lot of others. But I especially love that you can train them making one huge blob of zombies. My only problem then is that the zombies will surround you if you move too fast, because they will spawn from different directions. The main goal of these levels is that you need to collect enough fuel to fill up the bus and get to the next level, so you can eventually defeat the source of the infection. The fuel you need you can collect from loot sources, or for some reason they lie scattered across the map and get dropped by zombies. How it works is that whenever you collect fuel, the fuel meter goes up a bit. You need to fill it from empty to full. I like that once you have enough fuel to go to the next level, you can't immediately go. you still need to fill up the school bus. And that is also what makes it even more dangerous, since you can easily die there. Along the route you come across new levels, and like I said, those have special events, like that 50% XP bonus. But if you want to play a level like that, they also come with a little risk. More aggressive zombies, meaning they do more damage, and the special zombies spam their special attack once they come near you. So it's way more dangerous, and I most of the time die there. But sometimes it's so rewarding, and I just like the little red eyes the zombies have, so I cannot not use it. Always at the middle of the route you get a checkpoint where you can get some duct tape. However, you need to do some stuff to clear it. I often find it way easier than the normal events in a level, and it's a really nice change in the runs. When the run ends, or when you meet an unfortunate end, you get to see what you earned that run. It's clear that they want to keep the doctors away in the apocalypse, since they pay you in apples. With those apples you can either buy upgrades or buy duct tape. And the duct tape you can use to get more items. Your bits and balls will reset each run, but you shouldn't care that much about them, since you will get a massive amount whilst you're trying to work towards your goal. There are a few things in the safe zone that makes it an important area to explore, but I find that the game explains that good enough. I'm gonna be talking about this game for a few weeks, so if you want to see more videos of that in the future, subscribe. And if you want to immediately see another video, click here.